Thanks so much, Kelly. Well, second time's a charm, and we are out here once again at Habitat for Humanity, and we're going to be put to work. We got our hard hats and our safety glasses, but first I want to find out a little bit about these homes. How do you guys find the homes or pick the locations that you're going to build on?
It's a number of things. Oftentimes we're donated land. Sometimes the city partner with us and provide land. And every blue moon we have to purchase land, but we've been really fortunate to have land donated to us.
It's just so wonderful. This morning as well, we again are live here at the Habitat for Humanity build site. So David, you were just telling us this is two families that will eventually move into these homes who are handicapped, need handicap accessible homes.
Yes, the city partnered with us and provided grants for handicap homes. And so the gentleman to the house to the far right, Mr. Gregory Daniels, has multiple sclerosis. And the family, the Holmes family here, the mom is handicapped. But great people, great attitudes, just excited about being homeowners.
I love it. I love it. And you guys don't just give people homes. They have to work for it and eventually have to pay for it as well.
Absolutely. It's a no-interest mortgage. So we look at, is there a need for a home? Will it really be beneficial to them to own the home and not be a burden to them? Sure. And are they in one way or another able to do what's called sweat equity hours to help build the home or a neighbor's home? And so far it's been exciting, and it's been good. So yeah.
I love it. And now again, because these folks are, some of them in wheelchairs, they can't do the sweat equity, but friends can and family members can for them.
Absolutely. They have so many hours they have to do per home. And then they have what's called family and friend hours, where the family or friends can come out and do hours on behalf of the family. And so that's been taking place.
I love it. I love it. And Jimmy, I want to talk to you a little bit about, you're the one who comes out and kind of coordinates all the construction out here. Do people from other areas come down here for those collegiate challenges? And just people come out from the community. I mean, how does that make you feel to see them working out here?
I'm proud of them. We take a good stand, and the kids come out and they're fired up and ready. It takes a lot to stay ahead of them. You have to stay to planning to get the work done and get everything ready to work and the materials, and it's something. They wear old men out.
Well, we hopefully won't wear you out this morning, but we are live out here at the Habitat for Humanity build site. We're going to be getting to work here live. Carry on over to you. We're now inside one of these Habitat for Humanity homes. And Jimmy, we're going to be working on one of these windows, but tell us a little bit about this room. What is this going to be eventually?
This is the living room, the kitchen and dining room, and this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath.
Wow.
And it has a roll-in shower for the wheelchair, for the handicapped person, where they don't have to lift them out of the chair. They can actually roll the chair into the shower, and has a handheld shower that can actually make it easier for them. The kitchen, this house, the kitchen and all is a standard kitchen because her caregivers, she is basically bed-bound, so she's not in a wheelchair as much. They have to basically put her in a chair. So this house, we made the kitchen and all standard kitchen, where the handicapped person is not going to be the one doing the cooking and such as that. But the other house, it is totally handicapped. In other words, the stove is his wheelchair level, and everything's compatible with a wheelchair.
That is just so amazing. But 4 bedrooms, this is a big house.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Holy cow. Now we've got, of course, the drywall up. You've got a few more things to do on the drywall, but we're going to be working on the window.
Yes, ma'am.
So kind of give me a little rundown of what we're going to be doing coming up here in just a few minutes on Good Day.
Normally, you got 2 ways you can do a window. These are all energy efficient windows and low E, and they're vinyl top of the line windows. And what we do is, since the changes in the building code, you have to do what they call a blower door test on a house now. So the house actually has to be almost sealed, not exactly airtight, but it has to be close. So what we do is, normally in a situation you can wrap it with sheetrock. You would return the sheetrock back to the window and seal it off. But then that leaves you, we try to dress them up a little bit because the house is it's a good built house and it's sturdy, but we try to dress it up a little bit and give it like a, if it was a car, you'd put a little accessories on it. So
gotta make it look good.
Yes, ma'am. So we put a wood trim. We'll return the wood back to each side. We'll put a window seal in the bottom. And all this with wood, and we paint it in, and we'll paint the trim and all. The paint that we have donated from Valspar Corporation donates all our paint.
Oh, wow.
So what we do is we use a flat wall paint, and then we use a semi-gloss on all the trim.
So when you're saying trim, is that kind of like a molding that we'll
Yes,
be
ma'am.
adding to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha.
So,
And of course, we see the Kappa Kappa Gamma there. Was that one of the groups that you had come
yes,
down
ma'am.
here?
Each group gets to sign whatever they want, and they'll give like scripture, Bible scripture. They'll give blessings, and each individual, they'll sign it, their college, and some of the kids will say, bless this home, and may this home give you as much enjoyment. We've got them, they sign all over it.
Isn't that so fun? And I got to tell you guys, I actually participated in one of the collegiate challenges when I was back in college, and it was just such a rewarding experience.
Yes,
you get to meet the homeowner, they're out there working with you, and it is just a lot of fun. Now, of course, we didn't wake the homeowner up at 4:30 in the morning to come join us here on a good day, but we will be getting to work and working on this window here. But how many homes do you guys make a year?
We do 2 during the collegiate challenge because this past year we had over 400 kids.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. So, one week we had 100, and that's unheard of. But one of the collegiate challenge affiliates had a conflict, so the 40 of the kids were supposed to have been 40, but I think wound up being 32.
Still, that's a lot of kids.
Right. Well, they couldn't have a collegiate challenge because the affiliate backed out on them. So they called International. The International called our affiliate and wanted to know if we could take them, since they were already coming to Columbus anyway.
And you said, why not? We'll
Our president said the more the merrier.
We'll be live here at the Habitat Community Build. Gonna be working on this window, like I said, here in just a few minutes. Back to you guys in the studio. All right, guys, well, we are live here inside the Habitat for Humanity Build Home. Jimmy, last time we were out at the Habitat for Humanity Restore, you and I built a little birdhouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Going a little bigger now. We are working on this window that we've got over here, but we got to work on this trim. So this is quite a large saw.
Yes, ma'am. This is a compound miter saw, and the saw does all the work for you. All you have to do it's just we usually had to go through the safety program. State of Georgia, you have to be 21 to use a power saw. So it limits us a lot of times. Normally out of the groups, if you have a group of 20, there'll be like 4 or 5, 21. It's really, in the collegiate challenge, most especially, the kids are college age.
Sure.
So what we do is we try to give them the fundamentals, and we let each one take a part of it. That are 21, we give them a chance at the saw. We let them all saw, and yes, ma'am, safety first. We go through our safety program. Basically, the miter saw does all the work for you. You just set your miter, which is always on a 45, and you lock it down, and you basically put your stock in. This particular window, if we were trimming it out, we would start with the window stool in the bottom, and then once we set the stool, you allow for your trim to come on each side. Then you stand your legs up. Yes, ma'am. So you, yes, ma'am. So I'll let you cut a miter here.
All righty.
You just bring your apron up like this and set it against the fence. Yes, ma'am. Put it against the fence.
Okay.
And keep your hand away from this area. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Put one hand here to hold your stock in place. Start your stall and pull it down.
Oh boy. Loud.
Yes, ma'am.
I think everyone's going to be nice and awake this morning. All right.
And then this would bring you...
I didn't go all the way through.
Yes, ma'am. It's okay.
Oh, I guess I'm not very good at this. But hey, we're all volunteers here this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
I got nervous. That was a really powerful.
Then I'll just cut it off for you and let you use it as a short piece of the example. Okay, just cut that right there.
So right here again?
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe I can go with it.
Just go all the way through. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's this is a different of all the saws. I brought you the worst one.
Oh, that's right. It works. We're gonna build someone the home.
Yes, ma'am. Would you just bring your 45?
Pieces,
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna let you cut that.
I did not go all the way through on. They would come over here to this window and go right here.
Yes, ma'am.
A little faster than I am. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go ahead.
It would come. You would have a top piece and a side piece like this, and your miter would fit. And you would have an inside piece. This is actually the casing, they call it. This is the casing, and you would have a stile coming in here, bringing it out to the side to jam.
Just kind of jazzing it up a little bit.
Yes, ma'am. And it's all wood, and it paints out good, and it's durable. That way, if the kids or anything, it's kid-friendly, it's volunteer-friendly, and Homeowner friendly.
I like what you call volunteer friendly. Well, we are live here at the Habitat for Humanity Build Home. They've got so much work already accomplished here. It's all volunteer, all sweat equity. We will be live out here. Coming up a little later here on Good Day. First, Kelly, over to you. We are live here at the Habitat for Humanity Build House, working on this window. Jimmy, go ahead and update folks on what we've been doing to this window here.
All right, we've already cut the stool, put the stool in. We're putting the top jamb in, putting the side jambs in. Then we'll start with this casing trim. We've already, and Miss Kendall has been doing it all.
I've been trying. We're working this nice looking saw here. But again, it's all volunteer work. A lot of college students who have come down here.
Yes, ma'am.
How many houses do you guys build a year? How long does it take to build a house from start to finish?
Typically about, 4 to 5 months maybe?
Wow,
Yeah,
that's quick.
Yeah, we build 2 new ones per year and we rehab a couple per year.
That is just amazing. And now how can people, or how do you find homeowners to eventually move into these homes?
Well, oftentimes they come by the main office on 717 Pine and I fill out an application and apply. Sometimes we begin to recruit and the word gets around and we have so many people now that are applying, so it's just an exciting thing.
You do hate to see other people applying for these homes, but at the same time, how rewarding is it to be able to build a home from the ground up, using your hands, using volunteer work, just to kind of give back?
Absolutely. To be Habitat's motto is we're a hand up, not a handout. So to see people progress in life and really advance, and people who never thought that they could be a homeowner, have the opportunity to be a homeowner is just so fulfilling.
Absolutely. Now, if folks want to get out there and perhaps help build a window like we are, or I know you said you've got some painting left to do on these walls, a little bit of drywall work left. That's a tongue twister, I tell you. How can folks come out and help you guys?
They can contact me, David Wilson, the volunteer coordinator, at 344-1207, or they can stop by our store, 717 Pine Avenue, and just get information.
There you go, and they've got a great restore if you're looking to perhaps decorate your home a little bit. But Jimmy, you are out here working on this house day in and day out.
Yes,
Do you work out here every day? Do you have volunteers coming every single day?
Our homeowners have to do their sweat equity, so a lot of times if we don't have volunteers, we'll have the homeowners out working. So our job site's open every day, yes ma'am.
Wow.
Except Monday. Mondays is our day off. We work Saturdays, so Mondays is our day
You need
off.
a little break then, huh?
Yes ma'am.
All righty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you measure that up, and then maybe we can help put this window together. I know we've got a few nails that we need to hammer in eventually, but I'm going to try and help you guys out as much as I can live here on Good Day this morning. You can take this back. Now, Jimmy, you don't use a measuring tape. You just kind of eyeball it. You've been doing it long enough.
I use my stock a little longer than what I normally do. Measuring, when you have so many different people, we'll have like 30 to 40 different people working on a site. We'll have 4 saw stations, 5 saw stations set up.
That's a lot of noise.
So it's real noisy. So you get, and a lot of times they want to use their iPhones and they play music, and so it's always a thing about keeping attention. So we have to keep safety first. So what I do is I normally give the saw person a measuring tape, and I give one person a measuring tape, and that way everybody's not carrying measuring tapes. And then we cut our stock a little long. I teach them to add 2 inches, and that way we buy our materials in lengths that you don't have a lot of waste, and then we have them mark them. And marking's a lot simpler because you see your mark, you see your measurement. We had like our first 2 collegiate challenge groups this time were from Canada. So they're on the metric system. So they had to change every mark from metric back to inches.
Goodness.
And it was a job because our blueprint was drawn in inches, in feet and inches. So it was a deal about all of that transfer. So
This makes it a little easier.
yes, ma'am. Marking is simpler.
All right, well, we got to finish up this window for these homeowners out here. Kelly, back to you guys in the studio.